Hey, Mr. Grumpy Gills, when life gets you down, you know what you got to do? Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. Hey, everybody, welcome. It is my brand new daily Preacher's Vlog, The Preacher's Minute, bringing you life observations and applications from the Word of God. Now, just so you know, I'm not taking lessons from a digitized blue fish, but Dory's attitude reminded me of what perseverance should look like. From Psalm 69 and verse 2, I sink in the miry depths where there is no foothold. I have come into the deep waters. The floods engulf me. Growing up in the Texas summer heat was a regular activity. And also a regular activity was going to the swimming pool. And like most pools, there was a deep end and there was a shallow end. Having to learn swimming at a very young age, I was pretty much able to go wherever I liked. While it was easier to play down at the shallow end where I could put my feet on the ground, every now and then I ventured to the deep end. My friends would do a pencil dive to see if they could touch the bottom. And then they would spring up to the surface before they ran out of breath. And one day I was determined to join in this game. I had never been to the bottom of the deep end before, but today was the day. I stood on the edge of the pool looking down. Then I thrust myself into the air and then went straight as an arrow, as I had seen the older kids do. As soon as my head submerged below the surface, the sounds of splashing and children playing became muffled. I went down as far as my body weight would take me, but it wasn't quite to the bottom of the pool. I started pushing myself down further with my arms so I could touch the bottom. Finally, my big toe reached the concrete bottom. However, I had no time to celebrate. I had used up so much energy and time to reach the bottom that I was out of breath. As my toe had just grazed the floor of the pool, I had no launching pad to push myself back up to the surface. So I had to swim all the way back up. Boy, my lungs were burning. And I was starting to get frantic as I looked up and saw how far that surface was. Fresh air seemed so far away, and I didn't know how much longer I could hold my breath. This is it, I thought. I'm going to die in the deep end of the pool. With one last burst of energy, I kicked my feet and burst through the surface. I was gasping for breath, and I just clung to the side of the pool, exhausted and relieved I had made it. Now, thankfully, I haven't had any more near-death experiences like that one. However, I have felt so overwhelmed by certain situations in life that I felt I was going to drown. There have been times when all the pressures of the world have just seemed so all-consuming, and I wasn't sure if I'd ever reach the surface. This seems to be the way David felt when he wrote the 69th Psalm. There were so many opponents on all sides that he wasn't sure he would make it. And so he called out to God. And it was from his Lord that he drew his strength and his hope. It's often when I feel that all other help is lost that I cling to God too. When I've exhausted all my abilities, I go to the one who always has reserves. Life can bring so many challenges. We are fortunate we have a God who is always there for us. He sits with us in our pain, and he surrounds us when we feel alone. Now our trials will come and go, but God will be with us forever. So, just keep swimming. Hey, real quick, if you enjoyed this daily's Preacher's Vlog, the Preacher's Minute, let me know by clicking the like button, the love button, or even the wow button. Until next time, this was the Preacher's Minute. See ya.